Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna be checking out the legendary outfit for John Wick. Now I love the John Wick movies, so the fact that we get a skin for him in the game, I'm super stoked. Let's take a look at the skin real fast. So John Wick, it says every action has consequences. Part of the John Wick set. This did come out in season 9. And there is a second style right here called Damaged, and he looks all beat up. He's got bullets sticking out of him. Really cool. I really like this skin. The hair changes, like the more that he's beat up now, the hair actually moves differently than when it's slicked back. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be using this style. Now he has a back bling. It is the assassin pack, and it says ready for anything. It's an okay back bling. It's not necessarily my favorite. It's just all black with some guns in it, but I think it looks really good with him. And let's go ahead and take a look at some combos for him. So we of course have his back bling. I think the backup plan looks pretty cool with him. Black hole looks pretty neat. Now, Dark Matter, I threw this in here because in season 3, this was kind of the back bling that everyone put on the Reaper, which is a skin that looks very, very much like John Wick. Dying Light just looks cool with him. The Frozen Shroud, this one looks pretty sick. The Gold Dagger pack, the reason I did this in gold is because this is also part of the John Wick set, the gold token, and this was actually unlocked doing some challenges, so I think it looks really cool with him, and I want to include that. Now for high caliber, I'd probably use the gold style just because it kind of goes with it. And it looks more like actual ammunition to me. I don't know, I just like that style. I think the second sight looks good. Subjugator. The Wolf Pack. Deadpool's katanas of course look pretty amazing with him. I actually really like this, the perfect wings with him. And the Stark Scatchwell. I just like it because it's, you know, he's all black and white, and so just add that little pop in the back. The banana briefcase I kind of picked because it looks very much like his assassin pack. It's the same back bling, but they put bananas in it, so I had to go with that. Blast radius looks cool. Catalyst looks good with him, of course. Both the Batman capes look pretty good. I actually prefer the gold ones because it gives it a touch of color. This is the Backstabber back bling. Now it does have a default style, which is yellow. I prefer the black variant with him. It just looks better to me. This is Hush's back bling. Looks really cool. The Dorsal Destroyer because, well, it's a secret agent fish, and to me, that's hilarious. The Easy Reach. Now this is a kind of a joke on the movie Die Hard. It's actually Flatfoot's back bling. And although it doesn't sit perfectly on him, I think from the back when you're running in the game, it looks really cool, like he has a spare gun. Spectral Spine, one of my favorite back blings. And then the Tana, just looks really cool. Let's take a look at pickaxes. Now this is his actual pickaxe. This is the Simple Sledge. Looks really good with him, of course, being that it is his. And if you've seen the movies, you know that he uses a sledgehammer to break the floor in his garage to get to his cache of guns. So this is a really cool one, and it sounds good. Next up, we've got Lucky. Icebreaker looks good with him. I like Hook Slicer, it's just one of my favorite pickaxes, I just like it. The Flail Blades, this looks cool, sounds cool. Emblematic works, I think, if you use the black and white. Driver. Vision. Now, Tenderizer looks good, and it's just a big, beefy pickaxe, so I think it just works with him. Steel Shadow looks cool with it. The Specialist pickaxe, now this one I use in the Urban camo, as I think it's the darkest of all the camos, and so for me, it just looks the best, and I just like the way it looks. Sawtooth, kind of vicious. The Lug Axe. Because he's, you know, he uses cars. Instigator, just like the colors on it. Heavy Hook, I just like this one. Gold Crow, because it's a crowbar. Dive Knives, this one looks really good with him. And they sound brutal. The basic crowbar. Butterfly Knives, had to include these because he probably has butterfly knives. And that sound is satisfying. To get a little bit of color in there, the Stark Splitter, I like that one. Widow's Bite is one of my favorite pickaxes, so I just like to include it. Trusty number 2. Now there's a quote from the movie that I can't quote exactly, but that he kills people with a pencil. So had to include that one. Fusion Scythe just looks good with him. Dragon's Claw also looks really good with it. And then I threw in the Batman one, mainly because it's all black with a little bit of bronze on it. If you're not looking at the logo directly, it definitely looks like something John would use. For gliders, of course, I'm going to include the one shot. This is actually part of the John Wick set. Classified because it reminds me of the hotel they go to. Downshift because it is car themed. So for Carbon and for Slipstream, I just like both of these, and so I wanted to include them. I think they look good with them. Now, of course, High Octane looks good. This is based on John Wick. It's his car, basically, and this is from Season 3 Battle Pass. And then lastly is Brella. Now, I chose this. Mine doesn't necessarily go with him, but depending on how you made your Brella look, if you did yours in like all black, for instance, it would look really good with him. Some gun wraps we're gonna go over. Boogeyman, this is actually his gun wrap. I always do this. I'm gonna go with the Scar. So the Boogeyman is actually his. It's one of my favorite gun wraps of all time because it's just all black. I also liked Knighted, Shadow Seal, Blue Metallic. I just love the like design of this one. Blasted, Ultra Red, the Sigil Red. I love this gun wrap. This is such a good one. Scavenger, I think this one looks cool. Brandles looks pretty good with it. Driftwood, and then finally the banner one. I mean, depending on what colors you use, I think the all black looks really nice with it. All right, so that is the John Wick skin. We're gonna go ahead and jump into creative and check it out just a little bit closer. If you guys are enjoying the video, please drop it a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump into creative to check out the skin a little bit closer, and then I've got some gameplay from our live stream doing Zone Wars as John Wick.